Happy fall, everybody. This is Farmer Rob at Good Green Earth Farm. We're putting this video together of some of our farm animals and how things are changing here around fall time. So we did a video in spring where you got to see where everybody was new and the farm was coming alive. Well, this is on the other end of the farming season, the fall time, the harvest time. The time when farmers kind of bring in their crops from the fields and we get our animals ready for surviving through the long winter, kind of make sure that they're warm and cozy and all of that. So we're just going to take a little tour, show you some of the animals and what we're doing to get ready for fall. And also we're going to read a book for you, Biscuits Day on the Farm. So hopefully you'll enjoy that. It'll be a fun little video. A little bit about fall time, so you know, as the Earth's going around the sun, the tilt of the Earth's axis is positioned relative to the sun and light that hits us, so the days are getting shorter in terms of sunlight. The night times are getting a little longer, and that happens until the winter solstice happens. So as that happens, a lot of the rhythm of nature changes. You know, the trees will start to go dormant, lose their leaves. Changes with the animals happen as well. Winter's a time when the mama animals grow babies in their bellies and things like that, and everything's kind of sleeping, taking a little break in terms of getting ready for spring. So we'll show you some of the changes that are happening with that as well. So I hope you enjoy this video, and let's take a tour of the farm.
Hello, lady.
So these are some of our young goats that were babies in the spring. They're now teenagers, about the equivalent of human 12-year-olds. During the cold winter months, we let them sleep in a barn at night along with our handy goats. Just with the rain and things like that and the temperatures dropping, they can get a little too cold and catch pneumonia and get sick, just like we do. So we put them in here at night to sleep on some nice warm straw. So straw is the stalk of the wheat plant. That's what the animals sleep on. Hay is cut grass, clover, alfalfa, plants like that that's dried in the sun and then scooped up into bales. But that's what they eat. So animals eat hay, they sleep on the straw. They've been out foraging, eating leaves and grass and stuff like that all spring and summer. And now as the weather gets colder, the leaves fall off the tree, the grass starts getting brown and doesn't have as much nutritional value. We switch them to a diet of hay. Also, we give our goats goat feed and corn, as well as some like mineral vitamins, just to make sure they get enough nutrition. So their job this winter is to keep growing and get bigger and healthier, to where by spring and next season they'll become our next batch of mama goats. But for now, their job is just to grow and get bigger and just be fun little pets for us. So these are our nanny goats. It's goat breeding season, so these are going to be our mamas. Their job this winter is to grow babies in their belly all winter long, and then they'll have baby goats in the springtime. Then after they have their babies, they'll start producing milk, which will feed to the babies, and then we also use it for ourselves because humans can consume goat milk. It's very nutritious, very good for us. So these mamas though are not as gentle as the babies are. They're a little more aggressive with getting their food. So I'm just gonna plop the bowls in there and try to get in there and out as fast as I can. But the main thing, we like them to stay in the barn over the winter, just to keep them safe from coyotes, things like that. But then also, as the nights get a lot cooler and dip below freezing, we want them to just stay warm and dry. So we let them sleep on straw, and we'll switch them to a diet of hay as well. So these are our boy goats. Boys are called bucks. As you can see, some of them do have horns. This is because we left the horns on them. Both girl and boy goats will have horns, both the bucks and the does. So the bucks are the boy ones. This is our herd sire, Silas. He's the one that will help make the babies we'll have in the spring. And this is Bentley. He'll be a future buck. And this one here is Luigi. He's just a companion goat. Since goats are herd animals, just in my opinion, it's always good to have at least 3, just so where they feel safe, secure, and don't feel stressed out. So with buck goats, they're in rut, similar to how deer are in rut this time of year, and they are very stinky. So this guy here, you can see his long beard. You can't smell it. I wish we had smell-o-vision where you could smell that, but it stinks. He's super, super stinky. And this is really gross, and I'm going to tell you this, but how it gets so stinky is he likes to pee on his beard. The goat will actually pee on his face, and it creates a really, really musky, goaty smell that I guess apparently the girl goats, the mama goats, like, and that's kind of his cologne. But he sure is stinky. So I'm going to try to get in here and feed them and give them their grain without getting touched by his wonderful smelly beard. Back up, buddy. Back up, Silas. Oh, back up. We're going to feed some of our baby lambs. So lambs are baby sheep. That's right, they're baby sheep. This is Night, and that one's Stormy. They were born during a big thunderstorm, and we woke up in the morning and had 2 little baby lambs. So we've moved them up here to a better fenced-in pen just to keep them safe from predators, so they're not with the other big sheep right now. But we just give them a little bit of corn and some minerals to help them get plenty of nutrition to help them grow. Other than that, our sheep are just grass-fed. And when lambs are born, we do not shear them the first year. We wait until the next year in the spring to where they'll get their first shearing, because we want them to have nice warm coats to be warm during the winter. Their woolly coats also help protect them from rain and stuff like that, and just keep them insulated and dry. So, as you know, like wool is used for hats, scarves, mittens, all those things like that that help us keep us warm during the winter as well. Okay, so we're out here with our sheep. As I mentioned, the sheep stay out here in the pasture. As it's getting colder, we will improve their huts and things like that. So, as I mentioned, they have woolly coats. But we don't want them to just stand out here in the full-on rain and snow and things like that, so we'll build up their shelters. But again, like the sheep, they've been working on regrowing their nice woolly coats, so they have these things here, these nice warm wool sweaters to keep them warm all winter long. Even our hair sheep, they have thick coats that keep them warm as well. This is our newest member, Willie, William Wallace, or we call him Willie. He's our Shetland Ram, which is a Scottish breed of sheep. So we're going to be switching our herd over to the Shetland breed, which are good for wool and then also meat as well. And I'm just giving the sheep some minerals this morning, just some vitamins. They're just feeding purely on pasture, eating clover and grass and also the little weeds that are out here and such. They just gobble them up, but I just like to give them some vitamins to make sure they get all the minerals that their body needs for proper functioning. And many of these sheep will be going to stay at some nativity scenes around town. Some will be down at St. Francis and over the Rhine. And some will be at the village of Indian Hill and some other just church events around town. So you'll get to see them out in the public this winter. We're going to feed Freya Piggy now. So this is Freya Piggy, our mini pot-bellied pig. She loves her piggy food in the morning. So this is her little hut she's going to sleep in this winter. My daughter just painted it a pretty pink color, so it looks all nice for her. And inside we have straw, and we also had some extra wool from one of the sheep that we shared in the spring that wasn't something that we're going to use, so we decided to put that in there. So at nighttime she gets in here with the straw and the wool and she just digs under there and covers up and just her little nose sticks out. So that'll keep her nice and warm during the winter in there. This is one of our other piggies. He's a pot-bellied pig as well. This is Ernie. He is having his piggy food for the morning. He also sleeps in a hut. As you can see, for some reason, he's decided to take all of his straw out of his hut. Pigs like to do that. They're not very good at putting it back in, though. So myself or someone will have to put all the straw back in there so he can stay nice and warm. Also, how he stays warm is he has this nice new beautiful black coat he has, but during the summer he did what's called blowing his coat, where all of his hair fell off him and he had no hair whatsoever. He looked like a little baby hippo or something like that. But then it was quickly replaced by this new beautiful shiny black coat of pig hair. And pig hair is really bristly. It's really thick and coarse and bristly. They used to make brushes out of it in the old days. But I guess he likes it and it keeps him nice and warm during the winter.
Freya Piggy's enjoying a fall treat of a pumpkin. It's good for her to grow and it's good for her skin. Keeps her healthy and happy, and it's stimulating too. It gives her something to do. Rhea, you want to give her some of those smaller pieces? Look, Piggy, Piggy, Piggy.
So we're going to feed some of our chickens here. So these gold ones are Buff Orpingtons. They were some of our babies during the summer, and now they're grown up. Most of them are up to full size. Some of them might even start laying a little bit here before the fall is done. We're going to let them out. We're still giving them grower food because they're not completely grown. And then some of the other different colored ones, they're just chickens that are snuck in their coop. So these are our big laying hen chickens. The black and white ones are barred rocks, traditional American breed. Oh, I was too slow. They're already running over eating the baby's food over there. So we give them a mix of scratch grains and layer pellets. We're still getting some eggs from them, probably about a dozen a day. So as the days get shorter in terms of sunlight, the chickens will stop laying and they'll take a break for the winter. So normally chickens lay an egg a day, at least the breeds we have. But as the days get shorter, it does something to their clock where it tells them to stop laying, and they just kind of conserve their energy for the winter. You can trick them by putting a light in their coop at night. You can also put a little light on a Christmas tree timer that comes up at like 6 in the morning, and by giving them a couple extra hours of light, you can extend their laying into the fall a little more. But that's one of the changes that happens. Unfortunately, during the fall and into winter, we start getting less and less eggs on the farm.
Silly Piggy. We came out to see what Freya Piggy was doing, and it looks like the chickens and the piggy are in cahoots. Looks like one of the chickens laid an egg in Freya's house, and she's eating it for a snack. Looks like she might have more than one. Freya was wondering where all the eggs were going. You see the shell? She'll eat the shell and everything. Yeah, we caught you, Miss Pigums. We wondered what you were doing out here. Silly Piggy. While we have her roof opened, I had opened the roof because I couldn't tell what she was doing in here because all I could see was her little bottom at the door.
So these are our young ducks on the farm. These are Kecky Campbells. They're an egg-laying duck, but we keep them in our barn at night under a heat lamp because it's getting colder at night. And also we don't want predators like raccoons or coyotes or things like that to get them. But during the day, since it's warm and sunny, we let them out here in a little pen to get some fresh air and sunshine. You can see they like to eat their food and splash in the water. These are some of our little guinea fowl. They're about a month old, and when they get bigger this spring, they are the watchdogs of the farm, along with our fearless farm dog. But they make loud noises when strangers come around, strange animals, and they also are really good at getting rid of things like ticks and other bugs and pests around the farm. They travel around in a little group, and they just go through the yard very efficiently and eat up all the bugs and ticks and things like that that we don't want.
He's out of the pen. We like to let Freya out in here with the lambs. She knows the routine pretty well. She'll come from her pen to this little pasture, and she likes to get out here so she can piggy around with the lambs. She'll run around and she'll eat grass and Hi guys, today we're going to read one of our favorite books around here. We're going to read Biscuits, Day on the Farm. Come along, Biscuit. We're going to help on the farm today. Woof woof, we can feed the hens, Biscuit. Woof woof, we can feed the pigs too. The pig pen is empty, Biscuit. Where can the pigs be? Hi, piggy, piggy, piggy. Piggy, 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 piggy. Piggy, piggy, piggy. Oh, hello, Miss Piggy. Are you hungry? Piggy, piggy, piggy. Let's feed the goats, Biscuit. Woof, woof. Oink. Oh, Biscuit, the piglet is out of the pen. Piglet back. Woof, woof. Let's feed the sheep, Biscuit. Woof, woof. No, Biscuit, it's the piglet. We must put the piglet back one more time. Woof, woof. Here are the geese, Biscuit. Woof, woof. Oink. Here is the piglet again. Woof, woof, oink, oink, honk. Wait, Biscuit, the geese are just saying hello. Woof. Silly puppy, the piglet is back in the pen, and so are you, Biscuit. Oink, woof, woof.
This is our fearless farm dog, Gravel, resting on the job. He's a good boy. He helps protect our animals at night. He barks if other strange dogs or coyotes or things like that come around. If there's hawks about that try to get our chickens.
He's a good boy, Gravy. Oh,
He helps herd our sheep. It's hard to have a farm without a good farm dog.
Good boy.
Are you a good boy, Gravel?
You a good boy? Huh? Are you a good boy?
babies. Shoo the babies, boys. I'll get the big nanny. No, there's no grain there. Come on. Here, somebody grab one of the big girls. Let me get Bio. Come on, Bio. Oh, yeah. That's baby. Okay, come on, girls.
This is our little baby goat playground. The little goats like to run and jump, push each other off. It's a lot of fun. Who do you have up there with you, Augie?
Beatrice and Bonita. Bye.
Beatrice and Bonita. They're sisters. They were born this spring. That's their mommy Bio right there, the white goat with the green collar. Let's see what they do here. Getting some ear scratches.
Hey everybody, it's Farmer Rob again. I hope everyone's enjoyed the video, learning about the farm, just some of the minor changes we've made for fall time. I'm here to kick off an official new fall holiday. We've all heard about Groundhog Day in the spring on February 2nd. Well, today's October 2nd, so I'm hereby proclaiming it Chicken Day. The same way as the groundhog can tell the coming of an early spring, a return of the warm weather, the chicken here can predict the coming of the cold weather. So how this is done, and this is of course very scientific, I'm going to put a pile of corn on one side or the other side, then we're going to let out the supernatural chicken here with her beautiful silvery color. She's a magical chicken, and depending on if she goes to the pile on this side, that means the winter is coming sooner, we're in for some early cold weather. If she goes and eats the grain on this side, that means that the warmer weather is going to stick around a little bit longer. So here at our farm, we are officially proclaiming it Chicken Day. So we're going to try to be pretty fast here. That's the warm pile. This is the cold pile. We'll see which one she goes for. Come on out, chicken. Oh, wah, wah, wah. Looks like we're in for some cold weather coming soon. Looks like the fall is, it looks like the fall is gonna get cold and warm weather, early snow, and all that is to be predicted this year. So we'll see how it goes next year. Maybe the groundhog will predict some early warmth. Well, there you have it, and thank you, everyone. Fall is a special time of year where we harvest our pumpkins and things like that. Chickens also love eating pumpkins, so I'm just going to see what's going to happen here. I'm going to throw this pumpkin on the ground, let it bust open, and I bet the chickens will run over and start eating it. Or maybe not.